But if I told you that most people don't actually want the truth, it might sound surprising, but while many claim to seek honesty and reality, what they truly crave is something much more powerful: emotional certainty. This is the feeling that says, I'm right, I'm safe, I understand the world. Even if that feeling is based on something completely wrong, it provides a sense of comfort and stability that truth sometimes cannot. Let's explore why this happens and what it means for our lives. People often say they want the truth and believe they do. But deep down, what they really desire is the certainty that comes from feeling right. Emotional certainty reassures us, making us feel safe and confident in our understanding of the world. This craving is so strong that it can override our desire for actual facts or reality. It's not just about knowing what's true, it's about feeling secure in our beliefs, even if those beliefs are flawed. Imagine the comfort of believing I'm right. That feeling is powerful. It gives us a sense of control and understanding, even when the facts might say otherwise. Emotional certainty is like a warm blanket that shields us from the discomfort of doubt. It's why so many people hold on to their opinions fiercely, even when presented with clear evidence to the contrary. The need to feel right often outweighs the need to be right. Have you ever wondered why people argue so passionately about politics, religion, or even simple opinions, even when the facts are clearly against them? It's not just about the topic at hand, it's about defending that precious feeling of certainty. When someone challenges our beliefs, it threatens our emotional comfort and our brains react defensively. This is why debates can become so heated and personal. It's not just the uninformed who fall into this trap. Even smart, educated people can believe in misinformation or reject uncomfortable truths. Intelligence doesn't always protect us from emotional bias. In fact, sometimes it makes us better at justifying our beliefs, no matter how flawed. The desire for emotional certainty is universal, affecting everyone regardless of their knowledge or experience. Our brains are wired to choose certainty over truth. Truth can be messy, complicated, and ever-changing. Emotional certainty, on the other hand, is clean, simple, and feels good. This preference is built into our psychology, shaping how we process information and make decisions. It's not about being logical, it's about feeling secure. Truth is rarely straightforward. It's often complicated and can change as new evidence comes to light. This uncertainty can be uncomfortable, making us question what we know and believe. It requires us to be flexible and open-minded, which isn't always easy. That's why many people avoid confronting the truth, preferring the simplicity of emotional certainty. Emotional certainty is attractive because it feels good. It's simple, clean, and reassuring. When we believe we're right, we don't have to deal with the discomfort of doubt or the pain of being wrong. This comfort is so appealing that we often choose it over seeking the actual truth, even when we know deep down that we might be mistaken. Questioning ourselves is uncomfortable. It creates a sense of unease that our brains naturally want to avoid. Instead of asking, is this true? We often ask, does this feel right? This subtle shift changes everything, leading us to prioritize emotional comfort over objective reality. It's a natural defense mechanism that protects our sense of self. Our brains are designed to seek shortcuts that minimize discomfort. Instead of thoroughly examining every belief, we often rely on feelings to guide us. If something feels right, we accept it as true. This shortcut saves mental energy but can lead us astray, especially when our feelings are based on incomplete or incorrect information. This need for emotional certainty explains why people sometimes stay in toxic relationships or defend decisions that clearly aren't working. It's not that they can't see the truth, it's that accepting the truth would shatter their emotional comfort. The pain of admitting a mistake or facing reality can be so great that we choose to remain in denial. People often follow beliefs blindly, not because they lack information, but because those beliefs provide emotional safety. Challenging these beliefs means risking discomfort and uncertainty, which most people instinctively avoid. This is why it's so hard to change someone's mind, even with clear evidence. We often defend our decisions even when they're clearly wrong. This isn't just stubbornness, it's a way to protect our emotional comfort. Admitting we were wrong can feel like an attack on our identity, so our minds create defenses to avoid that pain. This is a common human experience affecting everyone at some point. Imagine realizing you were wrong for years. That's a painful experience that can shake your sense of self. The discomfort is so intense that many people choose denial over acceptance. Our minds are wired to protect us from this kind of pain, even if it means ignoring reality. This protective mechanism is known as psychological defense. When faced with uncomfortable truths, our minds create barriers to shield us from emotional pain. These defenses can take many forms, from denial to rationalization, but their purpose is always the same: to maintain our emotional comfort. Social media plays a huge role in reinforcing emotional certainty. Platforms are designed to show us content that aligns with our existing beliefs, providing constant validation. This creates an echo chamber where we're rarely exposed to challenging ideas, making it even harder to confront the truth. It's not just social media. News outlets and even our friends often provide emotional validation rather than objective truth. We tend to surround ourselves with people who think like us, further reinforcing our sense of certainty and comfort. This makes it even more difficult to break free from our illusions. Algorithms are designed to keep us engaged by showing us what we already agree with. This constant agreement feels safe and comforting, but it also traps us in a bubble of our own beliefs. Disagreement feels threatening, so we avoid it whenever possible, missing out on opportunities for growth. Agreement with others provides a sense of safety and belonging. When everyone around us shares our views, we feel validated and secure. Disagreement, on the other hand, can feel like a personal attack, making us defensive and resistant to change. This dynamic keeps us locked in our existing beliefs. Instead of growing and learning, we often remain trapped in comfortable illusions. These illusions protect our emotional well-being but prevent us from seeing the world as it truly is. Breaking free requires courage and a willingness to face discomfort. Here's the harsh reality: if you truly want the truth, you must be prepared to feel uncomfortable. Growth and understanding come from questioning our beliefs and facing the possibility that we might be wrong. It's not easy, but it's essential for personal development. To find the truth, we must be willing to question our beliefs even when it's uncomfortable. This means being open to new information and perspectives and accepting that we might not have all the answers. It's a challenging process, but it leads to greater understanding and growth. Facing discomfort is an inevitable part of seeking truth. It's natural to want to avoid pain, but real growth happens when we confront our fears and doubts. By embracing discomfort, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and deeper understanding. Choosing emotional certainty over truth comes at a cost. We may feel comfortable in the short term, but we miss out on opportunities for learning and growth. Over time, this can lead to stagnation and a limited perspective on the world. Breaking free from the cycle of emotional certainty requires self-awareness and courage. It means being willing to admit when we're wrong and to seek out new information even when it's uncomfortable. This is the path to true understanding and personal growth. Embracing uncertainty is a vital part of the journey toward truth. It allows us to remain open-minded and adaptable, ready to change our beliefs as new evidence emerges. While it can be uncomfortable, it's also liberating, freeing us from the need to always be right. Doubt is often seen as a weakness, but it's actually a strength. It keeps us questioning, learning, and growing. By embracing doubt, we become more resilient and better equipped to navigate the complexities of life. Seeking truth is not a solitary journey. By engaging with others who challenge our beliefs and offer different perspectives, we can expand our understanding and grow together. It takes humility and openness, but the rewards are worth it. Letting go of comfortable illusions is a difficult but necessary step toward truth. It means facing reality even when it's painful and being willing to change our minds. This process is challenging, but it leads to greater authenticity and self-awareness. The pursuit of truth is an ongoing journey. It requires constant questioning, openness, and the courage to face discomfort. By choosing truth over emotional certainty, we can live more authentic, meaningful lives. The path isn't easy, but it's worth taking.